Good morning, Buddha land. This is a beautiful Buddha morning. This is a beautiful Buddha morning thought, too, actually. I'm reading from the writings of Nichiren Daishonin, selective quotes. This is on volume 1, page 903, and to which he writes, "This teaching was not propagated in the former or middle day of the law, because the other sutras had not yet lost their power of benefit." Okay, so this is the latter day of the law. There's a middle day of the law, and there's the what is it called? The latter day of the law. The Lotus Sutra was neither was in the benefits power. There was the former or middle day of the law. Former, I guess, is kind of like the first, and the middle, and now the last, the latter day of the law, which is going to last, don't worry, millions of years. But so, in a nutshell, all the sutras that you read, Shakyamuni Buddha, the original Buddha, getting enlightenment, all this stuff, was written for the former days of the law. You know, that was what all those other sutras, that you've known. But now this one, the Lotus Sutra, was really the last sutra that Shakyamuni Buddha was working on, the last part of his life. And in it, it's so different than any of the other sutras because, and he said, well, I gave you that stuff that you could handle. But now this is what's coming. This is what you're going to have to handle in the latter day of the law, which we're in. And so in the middle, at the very end of the middle day of the law, that was Lord, that was Nichiren Daishonin, Lord Nichiren Daishonin, that is. He came up with Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, the mystic law, the answer to it all. And that just kind of gets you in the three ages, so that's where we are. So the teaching was not propagated in the former or middle day of the law because the other sutras had not yet lost their power or benefit. Now, in the latter day of the law, neither the Lotus Sutra nor the other sutras lead to enlightenment. See, none of the sutras lead to enlightenment. Only Nam-myoho-renge-kyo can do so. This is what Nichiren gave us. This is what he left us. And miracles galore. Everything's changed since then. This is serious stuff. This is beautiful. This is not only my judgment. This is not only my judgment. This is not only my own judgment. Shakyamuni Buddha, many treasures Buddha, the Buddhas of the 10 directions, and the bodhisattvas who emerged from the earth as numerous as the dust particles of 1,000 worlds have so determined it. Ceremony in the air, when everything rose up with Shakyamuni Buddha. And many treasures Buddha were the 2 Buddhas in the tower. Many treasures Buddha is the one that came to prove that Shakyamuni Buddha was the original Buddha, believe it or not. Boom, that's how they came up. And then all the bodhisattvas came up, where bodhisattvas, like he says in there were Brahmas coming up. There was, in the Lotus Sutra, there were the sun goddess, God from Japan folklore, actually. But this is in the Lotus Sutra. What else? Just all these things were flying in the air. And that's how we got Nam-myoho-renge-kyo. The title of the Lotus Sutra, the ceremony in the air. This is what it is there. So what's he saying there? Just because I know I coughed up there a little bit. The teaching was not propagated in the former or middle day of the law because the other sutras had not yet lost their power. So then Nichiren comes along, and in the latter day of the law, neither the Lotus Sutra nor the other sutras led to enlightenment. Only what Nichiren Daishonin discovered, and he is a Buddha, by the way. Nichiren Daishonin is the Buddha of the latter day of the law. And it says, this is not only my judgment. Shakyamuni, many treasures, the Buddhas of the 10 directions, and the bodhisattvas who emerged from the earth as numerous as dust particles of 1,000 worlds have determined it. And how do we prove this? Because this is a practice, really a faith, especially if you are in the what we call the SGI, Soka Gakkai, which I'm not affiliated with here. This is my personal, I just want to make that clear. Don't want, I'm not with anything, just me, Terry Vanderhayden, AKA Dr. TV Boogie. So anyway, I just want to tell you that it just does change your life. And like no other religion, I wouldn't even be in a religion. I don't believe in religion. I never wanted a religion. I was always the lone Buddhist before this. I did Zen. I did the other ones, which were have their benefits, but they don't do this. They don't get my butt out of bed this early to talk to you. And whoever you are, I see there is no one. But I don't do this for the live. I do this so I can post it to the people who are reading it now. And about those 10 worlds, not the 10 worlds, about the ceremony in the air, where all the different Buddhas are coming up and rising, they are actually on our Gohanzen. And that's the object of our devotion. That's what we chant to. You don't see it here. We never take a photo of it. We chant Nam-myoho-renge-kyo to it. This is kind of an intro all of a sudden, isn't it? Anyway, I will link you here on kozenrufu.com, this post here, to a post that I'm working on now that I'll have done by then, where I'm explaining all the different characters on the Gohanzen. This is up and coming. This is big because there's so many characters up there. You would not believe it. There's bodhisattvas. There's Devadatta. They're all there for us. We chant. We're not chanting to them. We're chanting to ourselves. But these are the protective forces that are around us for teaching the Lotus Sutra, for chanting the Lotus Sutra, for sharing the Lotus Sutra, for Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, Nam-myoho-renge-kyo. Get on it now. Do it. Seize the day. Be victorious all the way. And we will now say